Ata, oh mama ye, oh lolo, oh say I am so sorry, Vita, kaugole mama, oh mama ye, oh lolo, oh ye bambele, 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 oh ye bambele, bambele. Hey mama yele ololo Ote bambele 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 Hey bambele bambele Hey mama yele ololo Ate I'm so sorry Vita Kaugole mama Hey mama yele ololo Harry chio 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 mama chio 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 mama chio Sawe lamfonde yashechesa Harry chio 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 mama chio 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 mama chio Sawela mfonde yashechesa Hakdela sawela mfonde yashechesa Hayo wachocho wachocho eskolene Toshayange akawe Hayo sabela mfonde yashechesa Haktela sabela mfonde yashechesa
Mandla awethu Viva EFF akhoman socela ukunibonga akhoman socela ukunibonga akhoman hema khoman haleleso hema khoman hey haleleso hathola kanzima kuleleso siswenge hawu phayesa siswenge hawu phayesa ihawu hawu phayesa ihawu hawu phayesa kichikijim yamafata kichikijim yamafata so fast kichim hilendaba so fast kichim iyolendaba salas kichim hemoyen talas kichim helatin simhanqe banqeba hilendaba simhanqe banqeba hilendaba hari cho 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 mama cho 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 mama cho 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 mama cho pati pakuti ha ikechai pakuti ha usutu pakuti ha ikechai ikechai usutu utaki kwashona malanga sikichi kwashona malanga sikichi kwashona malanga sikichi malibuye helaget malibuye helaget we kaban we kaban we kaban we kaban we kaban we kaban lam we kaban lam we kaban lam we kaban lel we kaban halil we kaban shubil we kaban bayalo we kaban bayalo we kaban lam we kaban lam wafugumlu wafugumlu wafugubego wafugubego wathathe sepam wathathe sepam watubula hey watubula hey watubula hey watubula hey wenyamazane 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 wekaban 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 lam wenyamazane 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 Angola Angol Israelit Angola Angol Angola Angol Angola Angol Angola Angol Uzime Angol Uzime Angol Hari cho 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 mama cho 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 mama cho cho mama cho mama cho mama cho cho mama cho mama cho mama cho tio 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 mama tio tio tio
information. Namasa. Chula information. Laget. Kichi kichi. Kichima. Zipram Konto. Alliance. Onke Laban. Ebaget. Seltatile. Elaget. Shoot to kill. Yamasa. Shoot to kill. Kill away. Shoot to kill. Yamasa. Hey, ta. Ta. Hey, ta. Ta. Zipra Konto. Alliance. Seltatile. Laget. Seltatile. Laget. Hey, ta. Ta. Yeah. nomengameli, the commander-in-chief, sibonge bazali, nani fighters, ukusibekezelela, umengameli usethelekile ungaphakathi, umengameli uzokhuluma nani, umengameli uzonipha amasu namaqhinga, okubhekana nesitha ngqo, uma ngabe sisikhipha isitha kulonyaka emandleni, umengameli uzonyathela la kulamabala lapho khona ngalolu suku ngomhla ka5 kwabulawa khona omunye wabafowethu ufighter umlungisi Madonsela. Umlungisi Madonsela wabulawa by the shooter bias bloodthirsty security guards. Those security guards and that company namanje ayikazi ibhekana nengalo yomthetho. Umengameli simthathe through samtshengisa la ufighter wethu aphangalala khona. Khona student command, the president of student command is here. Comrade Sihlelonzi uzosondela nibingelele. The president of this very campus, DUT, ukhona la ngaphakathi, izombiza ezobingelela, asamukele sonke fighters. Amandla! Ukhona nonobhala we-province, ukhona no comrade uNkandla, okuyena obambile as a convener of a youth and student mobilization committee in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Njengamanje ngizotetela our president we-SRC. Amandla!
Mandla! Awethu! Mandla! Awethu! Ari Gio, Gio. Yo mama Gio. Yo Gio. Yo mama Gio. Hiti awubabuze wema. Hiyele wema. Hiti awubabuze wema. Huyele wema. Umlungise bambulala kanjani. Huyele wema. Hekuthene westelela kangaka. Huyele wema. Mandla! Awethu! Mandla! Awethu! Mandla! Awethu! Long live the undying spirit of Umlungisi Madonsela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Umlungisi Madonsela, long live! Siyabufuna ubulungisi bukaMlungisi Madonsela, siyabufuna! Mandla! Awethu! No, thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to greet leadership ekhona phakathi kwethu, and I would like to say it is an honor indeed to get a visit from uPresident. uPresident ozongena aphathe izwe ku-2024. Now, comrades, students, umhla ka5 kuFebruary usuku olubhlungu kakhulu kuthini, usuku esashiywa kulo omunye wethu, omunye owayezabalaza naye efuna ukulekelela abafundi ukuthi bathole impilo engcono, bakwazi ukuthi bafunde, bakwazi ukuthi bathole ama-res a-right. Izona ke lezo nkinga lezo ezalidela ukuthi sishiwe omunye umfowethu, esathi masizithatha singena siyi-SRC, sathi thina asifuni ukuthi kuphinde kwenzeke into eyenzeka ngo-2019, and masingayifuni into eyenzeka ngo-2019, ingakho sakwazi ukuthi silungise ezinye izinto ezizokwazi ukuthi kungaphindeki isimo esenzeka ngo-2019. Ngizobala ezimbalwa kakhulu izinto because anginaso isikhathi. So ukuvimba lezo zinto siyakwazi ukukhuluma nabantu aba relevant to say i-registration mele ibe smooth to avoid into eyenzeka ngo-2019. I-registration yama-res mele ibe smooth to avoid into eyenzeka ngo-2019. And so far sikwazile ukuthi siregister abafundi about 25,000+, and it's the only institution like KZN to register such students in such period of time. We are still continuing to advocate for registration as smooth, of which we are confident to say kulamaveki amabili ezayo mele kube kuqala ufundwa aqhubeka ama-class, and wonke umfundi odeservayo nomfundi okhona mele kube ngabe useregistered. Sikwazile ukuvala amabhilidi abhedayo, sizaqhubeka siyawavala. So far sesiwavalile president amabhilidi angaphezu kwa-5 abhedayo, and siyaqhubeka siyawavala. Asithandi ukuthi abafundi bethu bathi belele emabhilidini badliwe zimbungulu bahlatshwe yizipringi zemibhede. So wonke lawo mabhilidi siyaqhubeka siyawavala. Nabo abanye bakhala ngamaphela, sizoqhubeka siwavale wonke lawo mares. Going forward to advocate for a smooth registration, sikwazile ukuthi si-installe ama-generator around i-campus. All registration venues have backup generators to make sure that whenever uSirile ethatha ugesi wakhe ngoba wakhe phela, maye uthatha thina sidumisa ama-generator wethu, siqhubeka abafundi baregister kwenzela i-registration izoba right. Angeke ngibe mude kakhulu futhi ngisasho. Comrade President, siyaqhubeka, we are in engagements with the institution to say ubulungiswa bamadonsela kumele kwenzeka. Amandla awethu,
amandla. Long live the undying spirit of fighter Mlungisi Madonsela, long live. Ngale kokumosha isikhathi fighters, kunabanye ozakwethu la intsha efana nani invakashele la esifundazweni sakaZulu Natal, bazosondela la ngaphambili banibingelele banigqugquzele ukuthi qhubekani nokuregistela ukuvota, qhubekani nifunde niphase ukuze nibe nekusasa eliqhakazile. Abasondele ngaphambili. Amandla.
Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF, viva! My name is Zile Wizila Mazenzela Machichila Malema Dende. So personally, me, I want a great things for you guys, ne? I don't know Zulu, ne? Because last time I spoke Zulu, they did a video. Mara ngizokukhuluma namhlanje, ngizokitshela. Ngithi as voted EFF, no more load shedding. You can't start in load shedding. Ne? Viva EFF, viva! Viva DUT, viva! Ngiyabonga.
Mandla. Sondela Ntokazi. Sondela fight.
Sanibonani. Ninjani? Naze nawo bahle DUT. Naze nawo bahle yazi ngiyangichaza. Hawe. Kodwa Nkosi yami mina ngithi igama lami uSima. Bengisacela nje Nkosi yami nivotele EFF. Of course, angithi. That's what we're doing, right? That's why we're here, right? Moses Mabhida, right? Siyakhona ngithi. Nazo-ke. Ilento engiyifuna, ilento engiyithandayo. Cela siyakhona kasicela sivoteni for EFF ngoba nje. Wow, we need change in this country. And wow, I can't wait until there's change because we are tired as a country and as a nation. We are tired. But hurrying EFF, hurrying. Sam.
Mata, Haruna. Mata, Haruna. Sondela fighter.
Sanibonani, ninjani. It's important for us to vote in order to create a better South Africa for generations to come. So let's come together to vote to build a better South Africa. Viva EFF, viva!
Sanbonani. Sanbonani. Ninjani. Senregister ukuyovota. Siyabakhipha labo Saturday ngisho. Ngifuna ukufunda kamnandi futhi. So you guys better go vote for EFF because the EFF has been the voice for the students. And you guys must know that the EFF has been with you guys through thick and thin. And you guys must understand it. And encourage your friends to go vote, because if you don't register to vote, you're giving them a vote for free. So you better encourage all your friends. Ngendlela niphuza utshwala ngayo, ngendlela sijiva ngayo, mele sambe siyo register. Uvusa umngani wakho ukuthi hamba uyo register, uvote, so you can change the situation. Otherwise uzokhala nge-load shedding, ukhale uzohlala ukhala. I-solution ila. So fix yourself here. We are in charge. Let's go. Viva EFF.
Mandla. Ale kokumosha isikhathi angibize unobhala wabafundi kwi-province. Comrade Mdumseni uzoqhubeka nohlelo ukuya phambili.
Mandla. Awethu. Amandla. Awethu. Viva EFF Students Command, viva. Viva EFF, viva. Run, Sir Ramaphosa, run! Run, Plains Mande, run! Run, Sasko, run! Ayeye mfundo ase-TUT, ayeye! Ayeye mfundo ase-TUT, ayeye! Forward to free education in our lifetime, forward! Forward to land expropriation for equal redistribution, forward! Mandla! Thank you very much. Let me officially greet the CIC and the Commander-in-Chief, the President of the EFF, the Chairperson of the Province, Mongezi Swala, the colleagues that are here, all the leadership. Comrades, my job is very easy. We are not alone. We are with the EFF. You know, when we are with the EFF, fun and you want to make sure, no, everything will come. So for us, EFF, you know, when we are wearing that red t-shirt, you must know you are protected. Without the waste of time, comrades, let me introduce the CIC team member who's also coming from this campus, Sandiso Butselis.
Mandla, ayeye mfundi, ayeye. Ayeye mfundo zo registered duty, ayeye. Ayeye mfundo thandi EFF, ayeye. Mandla, long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Madonsela, long live. Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Madonsela, long live. Long live the fighting spirit of Mlungisi Madonsela, long live. Phansi ngomthembu, phansi. Phansi ngontsumpa, phansi. Phansi ngama-security abulala abafundi, phansi. Siyaya emabhida, siyaya. Wemlungisi wenu ulele kanjani, ulele kanjani, lapho ulele khona sobona. Wemlungisi wenu ulele kanjani, ulele kanjani, apulele kona sobona. Wadotsela wenu ulele kanjani, ulele kanjani, apulele kona sobona. Wemlungisi wenu ulele kanjani, ulele kanjani, apulele kona sobona. Madonsela wenu ulele kanjani, ulele kanjani, apulele kona sobona. Viva EFF, viva! Viva the Commander-in-Chief and President of the EFF, viva! Mandla! Thank you very much.
Sibonge, the legal and transformation of the CSCT. Long live Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live Tsietsi Mashinini, long live! Long live Khupusatira, long live! Long live, long live! Long live, long live! Amandla! Comrades, we are also having the coordinator of the province of Youth and Students Mobilization Committee. I will call him, comrades. He's the one who's going to introduce to us the president of the Students Command, Komeza Sihlelunzi, comrade coordinator. Mandla!
Mandla! Away, two. Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mlungisi Matansela, long live! All power to the students! All power to the students! To the students! To the students! To the students! Amandla! Away to Viva EFF, Viva! Viva EFF, Viva! What's the 2024 election? What's the 2024 election? What's the 2024 election? What's Tata chuchu tata! Tata chuchu tata! Tata chuchu tata! Tata chuchu tata! Ni abesabana! Amandla! Thank you very much, comrade. Greetings to the Commander-in-Chief and the President of the EFF, comrade. I must also greet the chairperson of the EFF in KwaZulu-Natal, Komiza Mongezi Twal. I must also greet the President of the EFF Student Command, Komiza Sihlelunzi, who's also here. Fighters ngaphandle kokuthi kumoshe isikhathi. Before I introduce the President, we must remind the Commander-in-Chief that as from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, students of TUT have been voting for the EFF Student Command without fail. And this time around, they voted for the EFF Student Command to take 2 terms in office, meaning we will have SRC elections in 2025. So this year we do not have SRC elections or any elections except the elections of the national government. So the EFF Student Command must also make sure that this year, in all these voting stations that are around here, as we usually do, we must go and defeat the SASCO mothers and grannies. We must go and defeat everyone who's trying to contest against the EFF. My task is simple, fighters, is to introduce the President of the EFF Student Command, who was able, under his leadership in last year's elections, to deliver more than 80% victory in all institutions out of 26 universities and TVET colleges across the country. We have received 80% plus victories. So I must introduce that President to you, comrades. The comrade President, Komeza Sihlelunzi, come and greet your students. Amandla!
Amandla! Kawetho! Impimpu plate zimande! Impimpu plate zimande! Impimpu plate zimande! Uyathaka to plate zimande! Uyathaka to plate zimande! Uyathaka to Ramaphosa! Uyathaka to Ramaphosa! Asifuni ANC, asifuni! Asifuni ANC, asifuni! Ngena Julius Malema, ngena! Ngena Julius Malema, ngena! Woza 2024, woza! Woza 2024, woza! No, thank you very much, fighters. Kibingelele ku-Commander-in-Chief, u-Provincial Chairperson, the head of presidency, u-Commissar Vuyani Pambo is also here. The SRC president branches and everyone. Fighters thina sihleli sinani. So asizukhuluma into eningi namhlanje. Because with us, we have the Commander-in-Chief of the EFF. And you must tell these police officers who are here that after May, there will also be a new president in South Africa. They must take off their hats, they must put down their weapons and salute to the incoming president of South Africa who will be addressing all of us here. Fighters, we know, ama students that are la nathi. Kama students asakhangela indawo e-university. It's not students who are already registered. So the work that you have been doing, upresident uyewaya kutafile yethu yesizofuna ngenkani. And the president is very happy and proud of umsebenzi eniwenzayo ukuze nisize bonke labafundi. And you only have one mission. All of them there must be registered by the time classes start. If one is not registered, no one must register. So funeke nihambe niyeni kubo naba bahleli kla gazipho ANC. There is no assistant that they are going to get there. You must go and fetch them. You must take their numbers. Nihambe niyoba registerisha ngaphakathi e-institution. So as babengchilo ma fighters, ethu sihleli silapha sikhuluma nani. Now we are going to call on the incoming president of South Africa, on the leader of the African Revolution, on the leader of the struggle for economic freedom in our lifetime, the president who will sign the bill that will bring free education in South Africa, the president that will sign the bill that will ensure that all historical debt is cleared, the president that will sign the bill that will ensure that there is free registration in all institutions, the president that will sign the bill to ensure that there is accommodation for everyone and there is no one who is sitting here. Now kumongameli wetu, the incoming president of South Africa, Amandla! Hey, two!
Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF Student Command, viva! Amandla! Phansi ngoKhongolose, phansi! Phansi ngoRamaphosa, phansi! Phansi ngo-IFP, phansi! Phansi ngo-DA, phansi! Thank you very much, President of the Student Command and all leaders who are here from the Student Command, and the chairperson of our province and national leaders of the EFF. I'm not here to speak a lot today because I'm speaking on Saturday at Moses Mabhida. We came to invite you special as DUT that you must come in your numbers on Saturday, where we'll be outlining the manifesto of the EFF. The manifesto of the EFF doesn't contain promises. It only has commitments. Because in the EFF, we don't make promises. When we say we are going to insource security guards, we do exactly that. When we say Mulungis Madonsela will be honored by naming a building after him here in the campus, we'll do exactly that. When we say the children who are here, all of them are going to be registered because they are deserving. The only requirement we want from you is good results. That is what must get you a seat inside this university. We don't care whether you have money or not. We want Africans to be educated. That's why the president of the SRC and the EFF Student Command are here to help all of you register. And I'm happy the relationship they have with the management. They work together to make sure there is a smooth registration for all our children who are here. All of you must know that it is only the EFF that is in love with black people. The rest are pretentious, do not love a black child. That's why they can shoot Madonsela, and a person who shot Madonsela is not arrested. The company that was working here is now working in other universities. How do you kill an African child and there is no justice for that African child? So we are not happy that the NPA dropped a case because they said there was no enough evidence. There is enough evidence. Even the person who pulled the trigger is well known, but is protected because a life of a black child is a cheap life that can be taken away. Madonsela fell because he was fighting for you. They killed him fighting for you to be registered, for you to stay in proper residence, for your libraries to be equipped, for NSFAS to pay all those students who are deserving. He was not fighting for himself. He was fighting for all of us. So we must, in his name, make sure that all students are registered, because Madonsela would have wanted that. We want a decolonized education. We want a free education. We want education that will teach us to be proud of being black and not be ashamed of being black. We don't want education that will want to make us to mimic our colonizers. We want education that will make us respect our own cultures, our own languages as African people. So fighters, we must lead the campaign to make sure that in this campus, president of SRC, young women must get sanitary towels for free. They must be available. They must be delivered to them. It must be an SRC campaign. Why do you give people free condoms and you don't give young women free sanitary towels? Because the one of women is not a choice. It's natural whether you have resources or not. The other one, it's a choice. Why should we pay for the choice and not pay for the nature? So we want the SRC that is going to lead that campaign. We want the SRC that is going to make food available for the poor students. We don't want the SRC that is known for alcohol and for throwing bashes. There is nothing wrong with bashes and alcohol, but please, your priorities must make sense. The priority is to help poor African children. And we must make sure that there is meals available for our children. And we don't want to see SRC people of the EFF who don't pass. You must pass. Don't like this thing of being in the SRC and not wanting to pass. We cannot be led by dumb cops. You must lead by example. When you are in the SRC, you must also pass and leave this campus, because we don't want you to become permanent residents in this campus. When you are not passing, you are blocking another child who's supposed to come in. So you are here to prepare your future and live to join all of us in fighting for economic freedom. So fighters, we don't make SRC positions fashionable. We don't make SRC positions to make the EFF Student Command fight amongst themselves. We must never be like SASCO and be corrupt and work with companies that are working here. You'll find the SRC president is friends with the director of a security company that is providing security. That is studying corruption. You can't study corruption at this level. You have to study correct politics. In the EFF, we don't groom amasela. We groom proper people who are going to lead in society. I said you are working nicely with management. It doesn't mean you must be friends with management. It doesn't mean you can't confront management. Where management is out of order, you must confront it, and you must do so without making any apology. Never lose your militancy, never lose your radicalism because you want to impress VC, you want to impress some head of administration. We are not in the business of impressing anyone. We are in the business of telling the truth, and we tell it the way it is, whether you like it or not. It's your own baby to feed Maltabella. It's not our problem. The EFF must be leading with the truth. So fighters, I want all of you on Saturday to be the first ones at Moses Mabhida, because there are people who are coming from all over the province. You are here in Durban. You must be the first ones to arrive and be the ones who welcome our people to Moses Mabhida. Moses Mabhida, we announced it, that we are going to Moses Mabhida. The ANC heard that and said we are also going to Moses Mabhida. The IFP heard that and they said they are also going to Moses Mabhida, because they are following the leader. The EFF lead and they follow, and that's how the results are going to be. So issues of policy, will deal with them on Saturday when we outline our manifesto. So Student Command, President, and the leadership of the SRC, please look after these children. Make sure they are well accommodated and they are all registered, because here is the future of South Africa. We cannot fight the future of South Africa. We must protect all of them and make sure that they are here to collect a degree. They are not here to collect babies. This is not a place of making babies. It's a place of collecting degrees and diploma, and go and make your parents and your community very happy. Remember, when you study as an African child, when you pass, when you progress, it's not only your family that celebrate. The whole village celebrate. The whole township celebrates. That's why when a person comes to a township or a village, they say that house there, the pink one, there is a doctor, you pass that house. When they give people direction, they use you because you are the pride of your community. Live here to go and make your communities very proud. That is what we want. And please, let's continue the good fight and fight for the cause of economic freedom in our lifetime. What we exist for as the EFF is the land. We don't exist for anything. Once we get the land, everything will come. All of you are going to leave school here. You have to go to the land. You have to have your own land. Because if you don't have property, you don't have dignity. So the fight for the land is the fight to restore the dignity of African people. So when you join the EFF, you must know you are joining Subukwe's dream. You are joining Steve Biko's dream of ensuring that black people's dignity is restored. That is what we exist for, and that's why they don't want us. We want you to have the land. We want you to have jobs. When you live here, there must be jobs for you. Because if you live with a degree and there is no job for you, those who come after you will not go to school. They will say, why must I go to school? Because he's got a degree. This one doesn't have anything, including matric. But they are getting 350, both of them. We cannot have that. 350 must continue, but it must be given to matriculars. When you have matric and you can't be employed, it must be 1,000. When you have a degree, it must be 3,000, so that you get according to your qualification. Why must we get the same amount of money when we are not educated the same way? So we want you to go to school. When you can't get a job, government must pay you for going to school, so that those who come after you know that going to school pays. They must not worship criminals. They must not worship inkabi. They must worship you, the educated ones, and want to follow in your footsteps. But if we bring you here, you live here, you don't have a land. You live here, you don't have jobs. You live here, there is load shedding. No one will follow in your footsteps. We want the future generation to follow you. That's why we must resolve the future now. The EFF, when it speaks about this, is not a promise. It's a commitment. When we are in parliament, we will make laws that speak to this. And it doesn't matter whether we win elections or not. We propose laws in parliament and we still get them to be passed even when we are not in majority, because we lead through superior logic. We are the ones who said to parliament, close the embassy of Israel. Parliament passed a resolution to close the embassy of Israel. That is the EFF for you. So whether we are in power or not, the laws that protect black people, we will propose them and will fight for those laws to be part of the laws of South Africa. When we say insourcing, we mean there is no private company that must give government cleaners, that must give TUT cleaners, that must give TUT security guards. We want the security guards to work for TUT. We want the cleaners to work for DUT and not for private companies, because they don't give them pension. They've got no benefits. So the cleaner must have benefits the same way the lecturer has got benefit. Why? They are both workers. They might be different in titles, but they are working. Let a cleaner be insourced with resources. We have done it at Wits University. We insourced the cleaners at Wits. We have done it in Johannesburg municipality. We insourced the security guards. So we are moving, even when we are not in government, pushing the laws that empower African people. So when you are in the red, please do not regret. You are in a right place where black people love each other. In the EFF, we protect one another. We protect black people. We don't attack people and say this one is a Zimbabwean. This, not in the EFF. Yeah, Zimbabwean, Nigerian, anyone else that looks like me is me. I see myself in every African, and because I love myself, I will love my fellow Africans. In the EFF is black love. Let's ensure that we spread black love. Even those of the ANC who are there, don't fight with them. Show them black love. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are just lost. They will see direction one day and follow the right movement. So when here in KwaZulu-Natal, Chairperson, the EFF must never engage in violence. We are going to fight this election peacefully. We don't need violence. We don't want to see the blood of an African person because of the elections. If the IFP does violence and the ANC do violence, do not get involved in violence in the name of votes. We must hate seeing blood of black people. Because if we don't want to see our own blood, let's not see the blood of others. We want peace and we want tolerance and we want successful elections where EFF will emerge victorious here in KwaZulu-Natal as the government of the day. Whatever happens, I can tell you now, the ANC will not win KwaZulu-Natal. That is a fact, and they too know it, that they will not govern this province. So prepare yourself for the people's government, for a caring government. Amandla! Amandla! Thank you very much.
Amandla! Amandla!
Amandla kawethu no siyabonga amafighter ngizonika ucoordinator enze a very quick thank you so that upresident azokwazi uhamba unawo namanye ama community meeting afuneka ahamba yokukhuluma kuwo. So very quickly we'll just do a thank you. Upresident ahambe nani funeke niqhubeke nibancedisa abafundi. We do not live as fighters. We must remain here because umongameli has given all of us a simple task, which is bonke labafundi balindele laphandle. Bonke, we must ensure that they are registered with the Durban University of Technology. So my president ehamba thina sizosala la, silale la, sisize wonke umuntu omnyama, all the African children who are here to be able to be registered. So I think without wasting any time, upresident uzandingelela bese sahamba, and then thina as ama fighter soqhubeka ngesizofuna inkani campaign. Amandla!
Fighter fikile kweli shumi, fighter nditivu magamnande. Fighter fikile kweli shumi, fighter nditivu magamnande. Fighter fikile kweli shumi, fighter nditivu magamnande. Fighter fikile kweli shumi.